Joining us right now is State Assemblyman Ron Kim. Nice to have you on Good Day New York. So we got to ask you, what happened? You were on our show on Tuesday. You never mentioned this so-called threatening phone call from the governor.
Well, we didn't think it was that necessary to go public at the time. We wanted to tell the governor that you still have a chance to come clean. In the meeting, I did tell the administration, you should tell the truth, what you did, the mistake, acknowledge the mistakes you've made, and offer solutions to repeal the mistakes that you instituted. And at Monday's press conference, he did not do that. He doubled down on the lies, and he tried to implicate the Senate, the Assembly, and rope us into his cover-ups. So now I felt obligated to come out and talk about what he did and what he's trying to do. This is not about just the governor. It's about protecting the integrity of the state Senate and the state Assembly, the check and balance institutions, so we can actually do our jobs and not be punished to do our jobs.
Did you consult a lawyer or something? Because I feel like you had to know when those conversations were happening that if it was the way it went down that you said, they were threatening and you should be concerned. So did you call a lawyer and say, can I talk about this? Because you were on our show on Tuesday. And I'm just trying to figure out why you never mentioned it then.
We did consult with the lawyer after the governor reached out to me several more times in the weekend. And it was also Lunar New Year weekend, so I was very busy. And the phone call obviously stressed us tremendously. So I didn't take his calls. But that weekend, on Sunday, I spoke to an attorney. On Monday, I retained counsel and let the governor's office know that if he wants to talk to me again about this issue, they can reach out to my attorney.
Okay, so Cuomo's senior advisor, Rich Azzopardi, said at no time did anyone threaten to destroy anyone with their wrath nor engage in a cover-up. This is beyond the pale, and this goes in the year-long pattern of lies from Mr. Kim. So tell us exactly what was said.
So listen, when we get closer to the truth behind the growing nursing home scandal in New York, Governor Cuomo tries to rope us into the cover-up in his lies, and he threatens your livelihood if you don't lie for him. And that is what happened to me in the last 1 week. I heard what happened in a private meeting. I felt that his secretary admitted to lying, to hide numbers because they didn't want the federal investigators to weaponize that data against him. I spoke out and told the truth. And the governor asked me when he called the next day at 8 p.m. for 10 minutes, berating me and yelling at me in front of my wife, in front of my kids, while I was about to bathe my kids, to a point where my wife was shaking and I had to walk away from her for a couple of minutes because she can still hear what the yelling was on the phone, asking me to write a statement, not tomorrow, tonight, to clarify, telling me, are you a lawyer? You didn't hear it right. You don't have, you're not a lawyer. So how could you have understood what Melissa said? This is what she said. You will issue this statement tonight. You will go back tonight and do it. So if you don't, go ahead.
I was just going to say, with him now bringing up the pay-to-play back to 2015 in nail salons, is that supposed to be a diversion tactic? Is this a history of a long hostile relationship?
It's a complete distraction. Every day, his team defends many different versions of the truth. When lawmakers like me, as a chair of the Asian Committee, we're in constant pursuit of the singular truth behind what happened in our nursing homes. It is our job to do so. And I've been doing it for 10 months. This is not about nursing nail salons or anything else. This is about 15,000 families who lost loved ones in the last 10 months, and him covering up that information because he doesn't want that information to hurt him politically. That is the truth. And unless we can get to that point where we can work on the solutions, these families will continue to suffer, and it's not fair to them.
So, Assemblyman, I believe you said that after that one conversation with the governor, he kept repeatedly calling you on your cell phone. Is that true?
Over the weekend, he called me at least 4 times, and
I was just wondering do you have your cell phone nearby and you can go through recents and just show us all the red things from the governor, and just to prove that he did call you several times and you didn't pick up?
Sure. I have my phone, and I have a number of his staff members, the no caller IDs.
Let's see. Bring it a little closer, Assemblyman. We can't see it. A little bit more closer. Okay, now we can see it.
And there's also text messages and voicemails.
Gotcha.
And that shows that they, not only him, but his staff made multiple attempts to reach out to me over the weekend, and I didn't feel comfortable picking up that call. I've retained the lawyer since, and I told him, if you want to talk to me, you got to talk to my representative.
I was just wondering, are you scared?
That night, my wife didn't sleep. She was upset. She was shaking and upset at me for a couple of hours, and blaming me. Like, what did you do to us? She was scared, not just for my political career, but for my life. I mean, that's the impact that phone call had on my family. And it still, I think, shakes her to think about what it means for one of the most powerful politicians in the country to call you and threaten your livelihood because you're doing your job. Because I'm investigating on policies that he did wrong, and I want to make it correct, and that's not right.
And possible obstruction of justice. Should he be impeached?
I believe a number of my colleagues and I are pushing for a first step, a complete repeal of his emergency powers, a thorough investigation, and then looking at impeachment to see whether he broke those rules and the laws. But again, I'm trying my best, and I said this before, to not make this about me versus him or just him and his staff. Like, how do we get back to legislating? Because that's what he did to us. By not sharing the information, he took our ability to legislate. Just imagine if we had all that information in real time. What other policies we could have repealed his legal immunity toward bad nursing homes? How many lives could we have saved if we instituted those policies? But why did he hide that data? And that's the first step. You got to get to the truth, and we got to work on our solutions.
Assemblyman Kim, we really appreciate you coming on Good Day New York, and I know I put you on the spot with us asking about your cell phone. So we appreciate you coming on and showing that.
Great. Thank you.